Good afternoon to all my stitching friends here in FlossTube. Happy to be here with you today. Today is Tuesday, January 28th. I am Dr. Janelle Meredith. This is my FlossTube Vintage Threads and Samplers, where I share about my love of cross stitch and my new designs and projects I'm working on. So excited to be here. This is a short video. I just wanted to share a few things. In my last video, I did a giveaway, God Loveth, a Cheerful Giver, and it's available free on my Etsy shop. So I decided, I had shared in my last video, I was going to start stitching that through the holidays. Now, in starting this, I was reading about on Instagram, everyone started posting their starts and now their finishes weeks later of their January blessing sampler. I was like, what's a blessing sampler? I hadn't heard that before. So I went, looked it up, and realized it's a sampler we do in the month of January. Try to complete one that's a blessing. And it can be anything. I mean, people have beautiful, beautiful finished designs, and some of them are scripture, some aren't, and it's just so fun to see all of that. So I decided to use God Loveth, a Cheerful Giver as my blessing sampler for January. And here it is. I got it done. I pinned this like 3 times to make it perfect. I don't know, it still looks, it's perfect. It is. This is perfect frame. Found this at Home Goods. So excited. Now, the pattern in my Etsy shop, I think there's 2 versions. There was version 1, and I apologize because these are kind of all messed up because I was working on what I was going to do. So this one was version 1. Didn't have the full alphabet. Version 2 has the full alphabet. And I believe I charted both of them in DMC 500. And I shared in my last video I was going to use Roxy floss. And this linen that I had came from a different project that was kitted with this linen. It's Saltbush from Fox and Rabbit. And I'm kind of sad to pull it out of that project, but I thought, oh, I really want to use this. And I thought it would match perfect with this frame, and then I thought the greens would look perfect, which I'm really happy the way it turned out. So the colors are, of course, Green and Barrett, one of my favorites. Here it is. Let's see it there. Deep Woods is the middle green, and then Arugula. And again, this is on this Saltbush, just a variegated. It's so pretty. Oh, it was just so fun stitching on this and seeing how the highlighting in this linen popped up from time to time. And then I found some green beads to put in the borders right there in here. Now, originally I was going to put this gold ochre on the borders with the green. That was not coming together. I just thought, no, stay with the greens. So very happy with how it turned out. Now I will tell you, when I printed my pattern here at the house with our printer, I don't know what happened, but like this extra column, I'm just using this page as an example. In one of the pages there was this extra column, and it was kind of dark and light. It was kind of weird, and I don't know if it was the toner, that we needed new toner. I'm not sure what happened. This copy I sent to Staples as a PDF and went down and printed it out, so it's good. And again, this will be in my Etsy shop. It has been in my Etsy shop, but I'm going to go in and look at the copy because I feel like, how did that extra column get in my copy that I was using to chart or to stitch with? I don't know, it's just kind of weird, but I'll double check because I wouldn't want you to print something that's kind of got an error in it. Didn't have an error, but it ended up with an error, so I don't know what that's about. Anyway, okay, enough of that. So, finished project, really excited. That's my January blessing sampler, and I hope you all will go in and print it, take a free copy. One of my friends on FlossTube here has printed it, and she's going to do it in reds. Oh, I can't wait to see it. I thought about doing it in red, but I really was leaning toward the green with the whole, this sampler was dedicated to Kevin and the garden from last spring and summer, and green just felt like that's how I wanted to do it. And I think I shared before when I did this design and shared it with Kevin, he said, no, I don't think this should say God loveth a giver. I think it's a cheerful giver. It should say God loveth a cheerful grower. And we had a good laugh about it. Like, no, Meredith, you're being silly. Anyway, good stuff. And then the two projects I'm going to work on, I've always been a monogamous stitcher. However, I listen to lots of different people on FlossTube, and I know one person I listen to is Lori Holt, and she had shared, this was a couple years ago, her methodology for, like, Saturday is this project, and, you know, she's just the way that she gets more projects stitched. And other people have shared that too, and I thought, I should try that. I keep saying I'm going to try it. I write it down, and then when I get to my project, I just want to do that project and finish it. And I've always been that way, so I don't know if I can. I'm going to try, okay? For this year, I'm going to try. So, the first one I'm going to work on right now is with my needle and thread, Brenda Gervais Cupid's sampler. There we go. That's sweet. I had this piece of linen. It's an end piece from a different sampler. I don't know the name of it. It is a 36 count. And I'm using Cabernet. This red, I don't know if it's even red. It's more garnet color to do my little Cupid. Oh, I can't wait. Can't wait. So I started it, just got some stitches in there to get going. I think what I'd like to do is a couple of nights work on that and then switch over and work on my other project. My second project that I want to do is my own design. It's called the Colorado Homestead Sampler, after the Gonzalez family, which is my dad's family. His parents, my grandparents, had this beautiful farm in Colorado, and so this sampler is done in honor of them. I've got different alphabets with different size fonts. I have the farm, I have my grandma's floral garden, and I did do Peppa's Floral de Chato right there, but I wanted to do that in combination with the farm because it's their homestead. And then I have the initials of my dad and his siblings. And then the scripture reference is Matthew 22:37. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind. Matthew 22:37. So I am so excited about this sampler. It's been 2 years in the making. Now, not every day was I working on this. I think I've shared before. I have an idea and I put it in my max stitch. It'd be draft 1, and then it was draft. I'm embarrassed to say what draft it is, but it is done. So it's good. I have a piece of linen that was, I think I got this from Kitten Stitchers, white, and I teed and copy stained it. Lost my needle minder on here. So it's a big piece. I think it measures 400 by 300, and I've started with that top border right there. And I'm using 103 silks. So that's where that is right there. And it's charted in DMC, but I'm going to convert everything to 103 silks. And then these are all the different colors. Now I'm not going to use every one of those colors. I decided to change up my process. And I think part of it is I just don't want you to have to go buy like 20 colors, right? Well, if you have DMC, it might be easier. But for me, starting out, I wouldn't want to have to go buy all these silks. So I'm trying to be a little bit mindful of like all the colors in this sampler. And I thought what I would do is, like, as I do each row, is this the color that I want? Do I want to change it? In the flower garden, do I use the same colors that I used in Peppa's Floral de Chato? Or is it completely different? And also at the same time, just thinking of all the beautiful colors that we have to choose from. So I have a good selection there to choose from, and I think this will just be fun. Now, when I put the chart in my Etsy shop, it will be DMC with the conversion to the 103s. So I think that'll be fun. It's probably going to take me, a couple months. I'm serious. I'm not a fast stitcher. It's beautiful. I'll be working on it. And then I almost forgot the other chart that I want to work on. The other project I want to work on is this one. I think I bought this last year. I don't remember when I bought it. It's Primitive Hair, Miss Cupid. Several patterns in this little booklet. My favorite is Love is Kind. I just think that's so sweet. I love the font on that. And then this linen is very cool. It's called Boylan, I think. But it has like a script on it in the background of the linen. I did find that on 123 Stitch, so I'm going to order the linen, and then once I'm done with Cupid Sampler, I'll move to Love is Kind. And so I'll have 3 projects, well, really 2 at a time for the next few months. I'd like to get Cupid Sampler done by the 14th of February. I should be able to. And I probably won't do a video just to showcase that. I'll put that on my Instagram, so that'll be kind of fun. And I think that's all I'm going to work on for right now. I think that was it. So enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for watching my video. Again, I just wanted to do a short one, share with you that I had finished God Loveth, a Cheerful Giver. Got that pinned and stretched and in a frame. The frame came from Home Goods. Bought that last year. I just, whenever I see a really pretty frame, I pick it up because I just imagine that I'll have a project to put in it. So it turned out perfect. And then I'm working on those, the ones I just told you about. So thank you so much. Have fun stitching. Bye-bye.